They laughed at her because her clothes were torn. But years later, they stood in line, begging her for help. The classroom went silent the moment she walked in. Not out of respect, but because the whispers had already started. Ashamed girl. Look at her clothes. Did she sleep on the street? Amina lowered her head and walked quietly to the last seat. Her dress was faded, torn at the edges, carefully stitched by hand. Her shoes? 2 different pairs, both worn out. But what hurt her the most wasn't the clothes. It was the laughter. Every single day. At lunch break, the other girls gathered in groups, showing off new bags, expensive shoes, and shiny phones. Amina sat alone, with a small nylon bag. Inside it? Just plain rice, no stew. She ate slowly, pretending not to hear them. Don't sit near her, she smells like poverty. Maybe if we donate clothes, she'll stop embarrassing us. That day, something broke inside her. But something else was born. That night, in their small one-room house, Amina watched her mother struggle to light a kerosene lamp. Her mother's hands were rough, tired, but still gentle. I'm sorry, my child, her mother whispered. I'll get you better clothes soon. Amina forced a smile. No, Mama, I'm fine. But she wasn't. That night, she made a silent promise. One day, I will never be the girl they laugh at again. Years passed. The laughter didn't stop. But neither did Amina. She studied under streetlights, worked small jobs after school, skipped meals, just to save money. While others slept, she was awake. While others mocked, she was building. One day, an opportunity came. A small scholarship. It wasn't much, but it was everything. Amina grabbed it, and never looked back. Fast forward a few years. Amina was no longer the girl in torn clothes. She had built something no one expected. A small business, turned into a company. That company, turned into an empire. Her name? Now spoken with respect. Her face? Featured in newspapers. Her story? An inspiration. But life has a strange way of turning tables. One afternoon, Amina sat in her office, overlooking the city. Her assistant walked in. Ma'am, there are people outside asking to see you. Who? They said, they went to school with you. Amina paused. Let them in. The door opened slowly. And there they were. The same faces. The same people, who once laughed at her. But now? No designer bags. No expensive shoes. Just tired eyes, and humble voices. Amina, please, we need help. One of them stepped forward. My business failed. My husband left. I lost everything. Another began to cry. We heard you help people, please don't turn us away. Amina looked at them. Not with anger. Not with pride. But with something deeper. Memory. She remembered the laughter, the insults, the loneliness. She remembered eating alone. Crying silently. Feeling invisible. She stood up slowly, and walked toward them. Every step, heavy with the past. They lowered their heads, unable to meet her eyes. For a moment, it felt like time had frozen. Then Amina spoke. Softly. Calmly. I remember you. Their hearts dropped. You laughed at me, when I had nothing. Silence filled the room. Tears began to fall. But today. She paused. You came to me, because I have something. They couldn't speak. Shame had already said everything. Amina took a deep breath. Then something unexpected happened. She smiled. I will help you. Their heads shot up in shock. Yes, I will. But not because of who you were to me. She stepped closer. But because of who I chose to become. Tears flowed freely now. Not just from them. But from Amina too. Pain could have made me bitter. But I chose to let it make me better. That day. Amina didn't just give them money. She gave them jobs. Opportunities. A second chance. And something they never gave her. Kindness. Months later, those same people who once mocked her now worked under her, respected her, admired her. And the girl in torn clothes? She became the woman who changed lives. Never laugh at someone's struggle, because you don't know if one day they'll be the reason you survive. If this story touched you, hit like, share, and subscribe. Because stories like this don't just inspire, they change lives.